Hey guys, welcome to the virtual future. I wanted to jump in real quick and have a discussion regarding sim racing, WRC, the EA WRC new release, the 2023, that is just very disappointing. But it's EA Sports, so what can you expect? Um, they released the VR version just 2 weeks ago, and very disappointing. Mostly because we have Dirt Rally 2 that works great, that works really nice, but we would think that the WRC would be an upgrade and better, but that is not the case. So anyway, I'm using Quest Optimizer, and the detail is pretty amazing. I can put a link in the description. I've had it for a couple of years, and it does wonders on a Quest 3 on at the high resolution settings. It's just very crisp. It's amazing. Um, so anyway, there's Colorado Springs. Um, there's downtown over there, and so we got the university over here, and Garden of the Gods straight up ahead. And Pikes Peak is covered with some clouds right now. But anyway, so let's get into it, and let me get it started. So, what I've got going on here is let me show you my setup here. I'm also on the latest. Let me show you guys the version that I'm on. I'm on 65.0054.6. I'm on a test group that I'm getting pretty, one of the most recent updates. I've got 49.94. But I just realized I've been struggling with the boundaries, and they did a release, and this is cool here. This pass through. If you turn on pass through, the stupid boundary goes away because this boundary is enabled and it's annoying. I don't know if you can see that, but I've always had trouble with the boundary. But it's cool because when I put on pass through, now voila, the boundary turns off. Pass through off, and the room scale, the boundary turns back on, which is okay. But they were talking about doing that. So once you go into pass through, your stupid boundary goes away. That is really nice. Okay, so what we got here is my racing rig. I've got a Logitech 923 with the gear shift. It's kind of dark. Sorry about that. I thought I turned up my lighting all the way, and I'll have a little bit of noise from my arcade. But anyway, um, let's get into it. So I've got a pad here that I've got Velcroed with the keyboard, mouse, joystick. So I've got shakers on the right and shakers on the left. I'm feeling pretty good. And then I've got a butt kicker underneath. I've got a butt kicker amp, and then I've got a regular amp to run the two front shakers. These big things are the air running off an Arduino that I flashed with some certain software, but it actually does left and right really, really nice. So let's get into it. Um, Hopefully, y'all can see me, hear me okay. I've got a microphone on order, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's get into virtual desktop. I'm actually on my VR like 3 stories below. Stories below my main system. So let's recenter here. So here's another view of Colorado Springs. It's really cool. This is in Steam. I put it in my background, but somehow Steam does a really good 3D effect with it. It's kind of tripped out because it's very accurate. But it looks very 3D. You'll be seeing this on a flat screen, so hard to describe. But anyway, let's get into it. We're in Steam now. We're going to start the dirt rally, and I've got haptics turned on my steering wheel, and I've got haptics on the sim racer seat, of course, with the shakers and the butt kicker, as you saw. So let's get into it. Let's start it up and let's see how it goes. Let's see if it works. Put my controllers down. Now I'm using the controls on the steering wheel itself. So, which is really cool. I run my system pretty lean. I'm running a 4080 RTS 4080 and an i7, kind of an older motherboard with 32 gigs that I'll be upgrading soon. All right. So here we go. Just for you guys, I highly recommend Dirt Rally 2.0. I've got all the racing games, but I always go back to Dirt Rally. It's a little bit more exciting. Running in a track gets kind of boring for me. So anyway, Dirt Rally 2, it's been around for quite some time, and they've come a long ways. So I've got a key, one of the buttons assigned to center, which is kind of important. All right, let's just try out free play. This is kind of cool. WRC doesn't have this, and it's a shame. I'll come back and visit after they have a couple of updates. I'm done wasting my time with them, trying to get things working. But this works pretty straight out of the box. I mean, not a lot of adjustments. I finally did all my haptic adjustments on my shakers and everything, so that feels pretty amazing. Let's do wet, and I always have to go all the way back here and pick an American car, so I'm sitting on the left side, US style. If you pick one of the first ones, you're going to be sitting on the far right, and if you're not used to driving in European countries, it's hard to get used to. So anyway, here we go. This is a free ride type thing. This is what I use to adjust my haptics in SimHub. I'm using SimHub. I'm using Logitech. I've got a couple of things running in the background which I don't like too much, but it runs pretty good. Let me go over the settings for some of you guys before I forget. Under options, this is what I'm running, and I know I'm one of the few, but I prefer graphic quality. I'm all about the eye candy and the experience over frames per second, FPSs. I'm probably getting about 40 or something, so it's not the best. So I've got all this set up at the highest level, advanced, everything high. Only thing I don't have is night lighting. I'm not sure. I can just do high on that. Ambient inclusion. Let's do ultra. And it might get a little choppy. The crowd we can do low. Everything else is high. If you guys see something in here that is a high hitter that will take a pretty big impact on a toll on your performance, let me know. Out of all these settings here, apply. Okay, and I could barely see the Dirt Rally 2.0. That's my brightness settings. I assume that's the way to go. So let's go into input. I can show y'all. See, it's the Logitech G923. Very happy with it. It's the PS4 version. What it has is the vibrate. It has feedback built into the steering wheel, which is kind of cool. It's called True Force. I've got these kind of turned up all the way. I like to feel the road. Mostly the texture in the road is kind of important to me, I think. But to each his own. Let's see, input reporting. I'm not sure what these are supposed to be. Okay, well, let's get into it. I don't want to waste your time. I'm not going to waste your time with a lot of gameplay. I really hate videos, just watching someone else play games. But I wanted to kind of go over the settings. And yeah, I run my PC very, very lean. I can put some, if y'all are interested, someone's interested in native Windows needs a lot of de-bloating, basically. And I run my system very lean with minimal services running in the background. So I can get pretty good performance for the motherboard I have. It's not bad, but it's third, I think it's the last generation. So it's about time for me to upgrade all that. So let's get into it. All right, so let me line up here. And you're gonna hear, it's very noisy, my butt kicker. You can kind of hear it. But let's get it in first. And yeah, that's very noisy. Sorry guys. But I'm not quite feeling, I'm feeling road bumps, but I'm not feeling, I need to turn the RPMs off, down, even farther down. Let me turn it off my hand here. There we go. The butt kicker has a remote control. Anyway, I'd like to feel, I can kind of feel the gravel, and I feel the bumps for sure. But I don't feel the texture in the grass. Where is it? There's a lot of grass up there. So when I'm going over this grass, it might be the data. The game isn't giving the data out to SimHub for it to actually respond. So maybe that's part of the problem. I've got my road textures, and I think turned all the way up. But I feel everything else pretty good. So let's put it in first. Let's jump around here. Around the car. I can feel all the bumps. I can feel that pretty decently. So, real happy with this. I'm very disappointed with their new version out. WRC is crap. They need a lot of work on that. They need to work on that, and then after a couple of versions, I might go back to it and waste my time trying to get it set up. I can hear my tire. Something is messed up in that jump. Let's go for another So it's kind of fun. You can wreck the car and whatnot. So anyway, and then you do rally racing and whatnot. But yeah, the graphics are beautiful. And let me see if I turn my windshield wiper on. Forgot what button I had assigned to it. But anyway, I highly recommend this game. And once you get your racing rig set up, it's a pretty amazing experience. I'm also getting into Flight Simulator. I've got haptics through butt kicker software. But it's really cool when you're taking off and landing, and you feel the road textures pretty good with that software. But yeah, didn't want to waste your time too much with gameplay, but I wanted to kind of show you that this is just so much better than WRC. We'll give it some time. This is quite old, this game here, so it had a lot of time to mature. So we'll see. The other one is still in beta, I get it, but still, it's taken forever for them to release the VR version, and it's garbage. So anyway, peace out. Hope y'all have a good one. Let's go back out. It's still vibrating. But anyway, yeah, so this is my setup, and it's probably too dark to see. I've got one amp. This is right here is an USB audio device. It's actually 7.1. A little overkill, because this is what I'm using for the butt kicker. It's an analog out. I'm just using thing. And I've got an amplified audio device for my front. So, and the Arduino for the wind. The wind is amazing. When you're riding an open, let me line this up. When you're riding an open car with the windows down, you actually feel the wind when you're taking turns and everything. So it's really cool. I just hope EA Sports gets their shit together. But anyway, and yeah, so this is this one's called Lightning Launcher. It's a side-loaded thing, but it has all your apps, and you don't have to go to different areas to see side-loaded stuff.